The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Perfect. Okay, we have Stacy over here from Florida International University, and she'll be representing Graduate School of Business. Okay, Stacy, over to you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to attend our information session today. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Graduate School of Business here at Florida International University in Miami, Florida, and a little bit about the programs that we offer. If you have any questions, please feel free to save them for the end, and we will have a question and answer session. For those of you that are online, my colleague Lonia is online as well to answer your questions.
Sure, Stacy. You can continue it. So once you finish your presentation, the live audience can ask the live questions, and later you can on the video. You can play the video.
Excellent.
For 50 years, FIU has been serving a community that's seeking something different from its university. From the sawgrass of the Everglades.
Stacy, you can send me this link. I'm going to play at the end of the webinar. Okay, because
difficult.
You can continue with your presentation. Okay.
One moment, it's frozen. I apologize. I'm so sorry.
No problem. I can understand. It's early in the morning in Miami.
Yes, and my entire screen is now frozen. One moment.
Okay, what's the time there?
It is 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, that's really great. You're awake for us. Thank you so much.
Yes. It's my pleasure. I deal a lot with international students, so I do try to be available when you are on your time zone. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. My computer is completely frozen. Let me see if I can log out. I apologize.
Is possible that Lonia can continue with something?
Yes. Lonia would be able to do a quick overview. She has a copy of the presentation as well. I can't even get my screen to change screens so that I can remove this. I apologize.
Stacy, do you want Lonia to be a presenter now?
Yes, please.
Lonia, can you hear us? Lonia, can you unmute yourself? Yeah.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Just give me 1 second so I can open up the presentation and we'll go ahead and get started.
Sure. And you can just share your screen as well. There is an option on the sharing column.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did see that.
On your video as well,
second.
so that we can see you as well.
I'm sorry?
And you can on your webcam as well. Switch on.
Perfect. Give me 1 second, please.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just opening it up. Give me a few seconds and we should be able to get started.
Sure.
Okay, can everybody see my screen?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, wonderful.
And
okay, so I guess when Stacy's ready, she'll go ahead and jump in.
Sure.
But in the meantime, I'll go ahead and get started. Let me close this out. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay. Well, to get started, we're here in the beautiful Miami. We have 3 facilities in Miami, some located in North Miami, some in South Miami where our main campus is and most of our programs, and another facility in Brickell, which is in downtown Miami. So depending on which program you're choosing, you'd be able to select from a variety of campuses and facilities and really get to explore Miami and its emerging global market. So this is a picture of our main campus. We are quite a large university. In the College of Business alone, we have about 50,000 alumni. Most of them, about 70%, are based in South Florida. But we do have global connections, and we are welcome to international students everywhere. So we are a global leader or institution in global business. We really focus on a few areas when it comes to business. We focus on business analytics and international business, and the sectors that are most popular here in Miami are the healthcare sector, the business analytics. We focus a lot on entrepreneurship, and like I said, international business and healthcare management. So these are kind of the top sectors here in Miami that FIU is focusing on, and really engaging in local communities and in global communities to focus on these areas. FIU is very highly ranked. We are #1 when it comes to our healthcare MBA program, which really focuses on professionals in the healthcare industry looking to move up the corporate ladder. Our HR program is also highly recognized. We are #2 by HR.com. We are #3 by Princeton Review in terms of minority serving institution, and just continuously and consistently highly ranked when it comes to anything to do with international business. And each of our programs have their own kind of unique rankings. As I mentioned earlier, we are located in Miami, Florida, and this is what's known as the gateway to the Americas. We are very close to Latin America and the Caribbean, and we are big in terms of importing, exporting, logistics, and really becoming kind of a 2.0 of Silicon Valley when it comes to startups and things like that. As I mentioned, we have multiple campuses throughout the city, and we are in a tropical or subtropical climate with the cultural diversity and a thriving business community. We are always hot and always sunny. Even in the winter, I think the coldest it got was about 20 degrees Celsius, so we're always warm. We have a cultural kind of sector that is, growing and growing. We have new museums coming up in the downtown area. We have the Greater Miami Opera, this Miami City Ballet, New World Cinema, and as I mentioned, several other museums. Our nightlife is thriving. The restaurants are as diverse as our population, and our beaches are beautiful. We have 6 professional sports teams, the most popular probably being Miami Heat during LeBron's stay with us and Dwayne Wade's stay with us. Give me 1 second. Okay, so Stacy will join us shortly, so I just want to check in on her. One of the things that I do think is very important when you're looking at other institutions is to look at their accreditation. Accreditation is pretty much what keeps us aware of our curriculum, that our curriculum is up to date, that our professors are engaged, and that we're really teaching our students what the tools that they need, the knowledge that they need to thrive in a global business community. So the accrediting body that's been hallmarked as the gold standard of accreditations is AACSB. This is, like I said, a hallmark of excellence in business education. It's earned by less than 5% of the world's business schools, so it is a very rigorous process to go through, and it really does ensure that your degree and your education is of value. It is the largest and most widely recognized business accreditation in the world, and it is telling that this is a voluntary process. We are not required to do this by the government or any other agency. And basically, as I mentioned, they look at our school's mission, the faculty and the qualifications, and our curriculum. And they come and survey us, and we go through this process every 5 years. So this ensures, again, that we're up to date, that we are continuously thriving in the business community and the business educational sector, and that the curriculum is relevant to today's business world. So as you look at other institutions, one thing I do want you to keep in mind is the importance of accreditation, especially when you're looking to continue into a PhD or into another program. This is something that is always important. So we are FIU business, particularly not just FIU, but we did open our doors together with the university back in 1972. Our faculty are over 100 scholars and business leaders. They represent 38 nationalities, and they include internationally known experts. Most of our faculty have been practitioners in the business world. If not, they continue to be clinical researchers and consultants. So you are learning from the best, and they do have the highest degree in their field. In terms of our graduate students, we have 1,453 full-time students and a little bit over 500 part-time students. As I mentioned, we are quite diverse. We have 53% Hispanic or Latino, and that goes back to being the gateway to the Americas probably. We have 12% African American, 13% white, 3% Asian, and the other 19% are of diverse cultures. As I mentioned, our alumni is about 50,000, and this is, again, just the College of Business, and 70% are in Florida. So as you make your way to FIU, you really are having an impact on the community. Your professional network is the classroom. In the classroom is the same as outside, because really we have a large imprint in the South Florida community. As I mentioned, we are diverse. We serve over 3,000 international students and over 200 international scholars. FIU represents 130 countries in our campus. In our MBA programs alone, we represent 23 different nationalities. Our students and faculty really do come from all over the world. And we have a dedicated team called our International Student and Scholar Services. We often refer to them as ISSS. And they are dedicated to our international student population. They're the ones who handle issuing I-20s for your visa, anything that has to do with OPS or OPT and CPT, really that practical training that you get as a result of earning a degree in the U.S. And our students have different organizations. They really do focus on diversity empowerment. Hundreds of them are supporting of cultural interests, religious preference, and other activities on the university. And all of our students, both domestic and international, are encouraged to join these organizations. What we seek is a student body that is representative of diversity, integrity, and a sense of global community. We like to laugh and joke and say that it is our middle name, FIU, Florida International University. And this is really throughout our entire curriculum, regardless of which program you choose, you will get a global perspective. And we seek students who specifically innovate, who challenge the status quo and think outside the box and look for new and better ways to do things. So instead of saying, if it's not broken, don't fix it, we like to think, if it's not broken, still fix it. Find a better way to do things. We also look for students who lead with confidence and not attitude. What we consistently hear from employers all over is that they love FIU students because they're willing to put in the work, they're willing to really get ahead, and they never have an attitude in terms of taking the lead on things, and they never feel entitled. So it is one of the things that we're most proud of. And we're really looking for students to lead not only in the business world, but in the classroom, in the workplace, and in their communities, wherever they may be. And we are also looking for students who are lifelong learners. Business consistently changes, technology consistently changes, so we want students who want to continue to seek wisdom and who continue to remain current in a changing business world. Now, in terms of our programs, we offer 5 MBA programs, and 2 are offered online, as well as 8 specialized masters, in accounting, international business, information systems, finance, health informatics and analytics, human resource management, and international real estate and marketing. And one of the things that we see very often is that our students and our applicants are not quite sure what the difference is between an MBA and a specialized master's. So I want to take a minute and kind of go over this with you. An MBA is a traditional comprehensive curriculum of business courses. What we mean by this is that the curriculum involves anything from marketing to accounting to finance to operations to human resources. It includes pretty much any functional business unit, and the curriculum is really focused on how these units work together and the interdependency. So it, like I said, it's a practical knowledge of these functional business units, and it really does emphasize soft skills. So team building, collaboration, communication, negotiation, leadership. Those skills that really can't be taught or memorized in a book, but that you have to learn through teamwork and through different projects. Because the curriculum tends to be a little bit more comprehensive, it is a little bit longer. So usually they last between 16 and 24 months, even though some of our programs are accelerated and can be done in as little as a year. Traditionally, MBAs benefits individuals who do not have a business-related degree. So they're kind of seeking that functional business knowledge. This is also students who are interested in moving up the corporate ladder, and so those soft skills really take into effect when they're looking to move up into management roles. And so they have a different perspective where it's not to their department, but for example, if you work in the finance department, you're not only thinking of the finance department, you're thinking of the business as a whole. And therefore, when you're in a management position, you're making more strategic decisions in that way. And also for anyone who's an entrepreneur, looking to develop a business plan and to kind of build a company from the ground up, as well as business owners. Okay? A specialized master is a little bit different. It's isolated to one particular area of business, whether that be finance, accounting, international business, marketing. And what it really does is it builds an extensive knowledge base in that area. And it focuses both on functional skills and theory in that area of business. Roughly, these programs are a little bit shorter. They are about 10 to 12 courses, so they can be done roughly in 12 months. Some are a little bit shorter. And these really benefit individuals who do have a business-related degree, so they already have an understanding of business and how it works. Also, it benefits individuals who want to be experts rather than generalists. They want to be experts or specialists in a particular area of business. And those seem to always seek a particular career path, such as they want to be a CFO, or they want to be an accountant, or they want to work only in marketing. So this is really what a specialized master is about. Give me 1 second so I can check in on Stacy.
Stacy is available. I will make her a presenter now.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hello, Stacy.
Yes, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, welcome back. Can you please share your screen? And you got
Yes,
another.
give me 1 moment. I am getting the PowerPoint opened and trying to get to the same spot that Lonia was at. Give me just 1 moment.
And you got.
I do apologize. I don't know why we were having such technical difficulties on my end.
Yeah. And you got another 12 minutes, so that after that you got 10 to 15 minutes of question and answers.
Sure.
Okay, so
I am going to skip straight towards our admission requirements so that I can go over those with you, and I'll start briefly giving those to you while I am trying to get this loaded.
okay.
Our application requirements for all of our students, we require a 3.0 on the U.S. grading scale, which is about a 6.5 in India. For our language requirements, we require a 6.5 on the IELTS, or an 80 on the TOEFL. We do not have any exception to that. The student must meet the minimum requirement in order to be eligible for admission into our programs. For some of our programs, we do require the GRE or GMAT. However, for students that are highly qualified with significant work experience, we are able to offer a waiver for that. That's made on a case-by-case exceptional basis. In terms of, one moment, let's see. Let me see if you are able to see my screen. Give me just one moment. I am so sorry for the technical difficulties.
No problem.
Okay, are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, great. Excellent. So again, our application is fully online. You are able to access it through our business website. It is an application that is dedicated just to our business programs. The application fee will be $30 US, can be paid online electronically. For those of you that did attend today, you will receive an application fee waiver, and I will explain to the agency how we will go about doing that. We do require a 4-year degree. Unfortunately, 15-year schooling or a BCom or BBA degree are not eligible for admission. You will need to complete a PG program after the completion of that degree in order to be eligible if you are coming in with a BCom or BBA degree. If you have a BE, BTech, any of the other B degrees, the majority of them are acceptable. We look at the last 2 years of your schooling. We don't have a minimum number or maximum number of backlogs. So for those of you that do have those, it is not a huge concern for us. The official transcripts must come from the school. We will need both the mark sheets and the actual transcript from whatever university you're coming from. For those of you that are taking GRE or GMAT, you will need to have the scores sent to us by the testing center. If you have a personal copy, we can use those for preliminary evaluation. We would require a statement of purpose, which is just a summary of why you are choosing to attend a program at FIU and how that degree will help you in the future. A current resume should detail all employment, 2 letters of recommendation, and some programs may require an interview in order to accentuate your profile. We have options for financial aid for our international students. There are scholarship opportunities available, but scholarship funding for international students and for our domestic students is very limited due to the number of programs and students that we have enrolling. Thank you for your time, and again, I do apologize for the technical difficulties. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask us now. Lonia is in the chat. I will be in the chat as well, and I can answer any questions for the students that are in the face-to-face session.
So anybody have any questions for Stacy or Lonia?
Yeah, I got one person audio for you, Stacy.
Yes.
Hi, Stacy. This is Aniket. My question
Hello.
is to a slide presented by Lonia regarding MBA versus MSc. I want to do a master's in finance, but I do not have a prior business degree. I have a degree in engineering, but and my future goal is in the long run I'd like to have a startup, but at present I'm interested in financial markets, stock markets, tradings, portfolio management, and things like that. So what do you think is the better way to go for me? Should I go for an MBA or an MS? MS in finance.
If you are interested in pursuing the career in finance, I would recommend the finance degree. For our programs for finance, you do not require to have a finance background, at least not on the educational portion. They will look at your work experience, and if you do have that experience, you would be eligible for the program.
Okay, so the work experience is like relevant work experience in the field of finance, or can it be other work experience will also count towards the work experience required for this program.
It does not have to be in the field of finance.
Okay. Thanks. Thank you, Susan.
You're very welcome.
Anything else? Any other students? Any questions? It can be anything. Stacy can explain you about Florida, Miami Beach as well, right, Stacy?
Yes, my beautiful city.
So guys, take up an opportunity as she is awake by 2:30 a.m. over there. If you have any kind of questions, they are all there to help you out. Stacy, can you on your video? Okay, so now you can see Stacy, and if you have any questions about Florida or Florida International University, please go ahead. Stacy, the students are feeling shy, and can you share your contact details so that they can write you a mail and they can ask the questions or something? You can share your contact details on the screen. Okay, if you want, you can note it down. They're noting it down. So you're going to get a lot of mails and everything, so you can reply them back. And Stacy, anything about the scholarships you would like to tell? Because there are a lot of students who are looking for scholarships and everything. Can you just more emphasize on scholarships?
Sure. The majority of our scholarships are awarded based on academic merit. That would be based on your GPA and your test scores, which is why we do encourage our students to take the GRE or GMAT. For scholarships, many of the programs will require the GMAT. So if you're interested in those scholarships, we are able to work with you and can explain all of that as you are getting ready to apply. In addition, our website has a link for scholarship opportunities for all of our international students for those that are outside of the program-specific scholarships. There is significant funding, so it is available. It's just you have to go out and seek it.
But Dimple Madam Abhishek sir has QR code on podium. You are not finding it.
Yeah. Okay. So any other things you would like to tell students about Florida International University, about the campus life or anything?
In general, our campus is very diverse. We have activities going on every day of the week. You walk through the campus and it is a beautiful, beautiful location. We have numerous buildings. We have a student center that is always full of activities. There's always some kind of something going on campus, whether it's a club fair or a holiday celebration for whatever holiday is coming up. We have numerous clubs and activities for our students. We have on-campus dining, a huge selection of on-campus dining. Within the vicinity of our campus, we have off-campus housing, we have shopping, we have beautiful beaches, incredible weather. As Monia said, like the coldest day we had last year was about 20 degrees Celsius. Our average is 25 throughout the year. We have over 300 days of sunshine every year. In Miami, the on-running joke is that if it rains for 5 minutes, and then it's going to be a beautiful day. I've grown up here. This is my city. So if you have any questions about life in Miami, how to get around, what to do when you're not in class, because our classes are typically geared towards working professionals. So the majority of our classes are in the evenings or on weekends, but you still qualify for international visa. In addition, we have a STEM program within our College of Business. So we do have many options for our students. We focus on being international. It's our middle name, as Monia mentioned. So we do try to make sure that all of the needs of our students are met.
Oh, that's great. And another question from one of the students who is attending from some city, I don't know exactly. His name is Ankit, and he is asking like how about the living expenses, the cost of living, like accommodation. Does the FIU has some hostel service, dormitory, or anything?
Yes, we do have dormitories on campus. We have off-campus housing that is run in conjunction with the university, and we have other private housing options available. Cost of living varies depending on which option you're taking. All of those options can be found on our website as well.
Okay. So can you just nominal cost, like whether it's for the graduate students, as it's
beyond my abilities.
the students can stay off campus, right, for the graduate student. And so what will be the difference of the cost staying in Florida International University hostel or dormitory, or staying outside sharing an apartment? Can you just give...
Unfortunately, I don't know this off the top of my head. I would have to research that, but I can provide that information to you.
Okay, sure, no problem. Okay, so the student can write you a mail on this, basically.
Absolutely.
Okay. So any other questions, the audience sitting over here? Anything you would like to know? So Stacy, and I guess the students are still thinking what to ask. Do you want to add up anything online? Want to add up anything? Even she can speak.
No, I think that Monia did an excellent job of covering everything for our session. And again, I do apologize for the technical difficulties.
No problem. That's always happens sometimes. Okay. So I guess the students might write you a mail directly if they have any questions or anything, Stacy. And if you would like to still tell something, you can definitely go ahead and tell, or I'll ask the students to write you a mail. And we have the registrations and everything. You can send the students some sort of mails or some kind of details about the scholarship opportunities, what are the requirements and everything.
Absolutely. I will definitely send a follow-up email for everyone that attended today. And I do thank you for taking the time out of your day to attend our session.
Thank you so much, Stacy. We need to thank you for taking out your time in the midnight and you're presenting this. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.